Good morning, y'all. Today I'm going to be doing Legos Harry Potter for my upload to YouTube. It's one of my favorite game franchises. Well, it's actually one of my favorite games. The Potterverse and Harry Potter related things is also one of my favorite franchises in general. Can't say I was a big supporter of you-know-who's beliefs and outspoken opinions. You know, I kind of wish that she, like so many others, had followed the whole parental advice and you can't say anything nice, keep it to yourself, that kind of thing. But I don't like that. I don't let that impede my fandom of Harry Potter, the films, or the games that have been made. I still like the books, but as I said, I am of a difference of opinion of hers. So let's get started. A minute ago I did do a video, but my power went out, so it's back on now. I'm going to try and recover what I lost. So let's get to it. I had recently begun picking the books back up because I haven't read them since high school, and that's over. Whew, that is over 15, give or take 15 years ago, give or take a year. But I noticed reading some of these books how much stuff has been left out from the movies that was in the book. Did you know that in the Goblet of Fire, the book, there are about 7 chapters of material that was completely left out from the films? Several chapters from the Prisoner of Azkaban that was left out as well. But like prime example, right? So in the film, after we discover that Scabbers, Ron's rat, was actually Peter Pettigrew. Obviously, this rat can't be his pet anymore. Hold on, sidebar. This closet that Harry Potter is living in right now, that's basically a New York apartment for like $1,200 a month. I swear, it is insane, the inflation of where we are right now as an economy. But Scabbers the rat can no longer be Ron's pet because he's Peter Pettigrew. Did you know that he ends up getting an entirely new pet, an owl, maybe 3 times smaller than Hedwig, Harry Potter's owl? And his name is Pig Widgeon, and he calls him Pig for short. That among so much more stuff happened in the Goblet of Fire. The entire match between Ireland and Bulgaria happened in the book. In the film, when Cornelius Fudge has got the wand to his neck and he says, "Let the match begin," it immediately skips the entire match and goes straight to Arthur Weasley and the Weasley twins all celebrating the victory of Ireland before the Death Eaters appear. And I think about this in astoundment to how much better these films would have been if those chapters hadn't been left out. It's not even mentioned in the Order of the Phoenix that Ron and Hermione are actually prefects at this point. It's okay, so it's kind of low-key implied because after I can't remember what scene it was off the top of my head, but there's an incident in the Gryffindor common room where Ron literally addresses the rest of the group and says, "Does anybody else have a problem with Harry?" Well, why would he be so confrontational unless he had some kind of authority over the common room? So that right there was the implication that Ron might just have some authority over the common room and the Gryffindor house. It gives me kind of, because I haven't heard any new news about this potential Harry Potter series, 7-season series on HBO Max yet. So it gives me a little bit of hope that if they do go through with it, I really hope they cover everything. Now, there were a couple of changes that were made in the films that I guess I can appreciate. For instance, Okay, another Goblet of Fire reference. In the Goblet of Fire, when Harry is accused, or it is assumed that Harry has put his name in the Goblet of Fire, shortly thereafter, down in the trophy room, in the book, if I can remember correctly, Dumbledore very calmly asks, Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? A very calm and collected question. Not so much as an outraged accusation. Because in the movie, shortly after Harry enters the trophy room, he's followed by Dumbledore, and Dumbledore runs up and snatches him up by his sweater. Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Like, very hostile, very confrontational. So there are some changes that I can say from the books that were kind of comical and like great for the film. And it seems like a lot of these changes took place in the book Goblet of Fire. Like, for instance, and this one, because I just recently in January and December lost both my parents. I've had plenty of time to heal, so no need for condolences unless you just really want to be extra nice. But there was a moment in the Goblet of Fire just before, because if you don't know, I'll tell you. When they, in the books, the Weasleys, not Molly, just Arthur, Fred, and George, they come to Pivot Drive to collect Harry to take him out to the Burrow, their home, so that they can take him to the Quidditch World Cup. So, as you know, they use the Flu Network as a means of transportation in the Potter world. Well, the Dursleys, Harry's uncle and aunt, and very robust cousin, because in the book he is actually enormous. Dudley, like really, really obese. I'm not fat shaming anybody, I'm just being thorough. So, when they apparate the Weasleys into the chimney, the fireplace of the Dursleys, the thing is, they don't actually have a real fireplace. They have like a stationary decor fireplace made out of plastic, and it's electric. It's really kind of just sad, really, because I like a fireplace. I think they're very visually aesthetic to a home. So anyway, they're trapped behind the drywall of the Dursleys' fireplace because they can't come through it because it's not a real fireplace. They end up using Bombarda to blast out the wall. The Dursleys are covered in drywall, all that shit, all that crap. But get this. So just before they leave, the twins, they go through the fireplace first, and then it's left to Arthur and Harry. So Harry, he just says, well, goodbye, Uncle. And as he's getting ready to walk through the fireplace, Arthur puts his hand on Harry's shoulder and kind of like stops him from walking through, and he says, excuse me, Mr. Vernon, your nephew just said goodbye to you. You're not going to see him for the rest of the summer, for 2 whole months. You're not going to at least say goodbye to him? And he basically reads Uncle Vernon his ABCs about being a polite individual, having not bid farewell to his nephew. Now, there has been speculation that the reason why the Dursleys were so mean to Harry is because of the effect. Because, as you remember, in the Deathly Hallows, the effect of being too close to a Horcrux was causing people to behave cruelly and irregularly to the people around him. So it's been speculated that because Harry himself was a Horcrux, that's why the Dursleys were just like mean to him all the time. But anyway, Arthur Weasley basically checks Vernon Dursley, and with a strained and spiteful face, Vernon Dursley bids farewell to Harry, his nephew, and even though he didn't want to, which I really felt great about that. It just made me really miss my own parents. Now, where were we? Yes, sir. I just recently, as I said, got back into reading at all because it's been so long since I've done it. And you know what? If you need a reason to avoid a build, or if it works for you, because it may not work for everybody, but reading can be very therapeutic and focusing to someone who just might need something to take their mind off the stresses of life. And trust and believe, life has got plenty of reasons for a person to be stressed out. I just seen yesterday, because I'm also on TikTok from time to time. TikTok is one of those stress relievers that I rely on to just take my mind off the crap. But, oh, what is this? I didn't see this before. But, I just read on TikTok, and because I used to live in New York, and I never do this before, that, I mean, I suspected as much, but, apparently, to get an apartment downtown Manhattan, someone had initially claimed that the startup for living in downtown Manhattan was about $5,000. And then in the video, this woman corrected him. Well, not really a correction. He was living in a 1-bedroom, she was living in a 4-bedroom. And she says, I live in a 4-bedroom apartment, and this is how insane it really is. For a 4-bedroom apartment, the first, the last, the security deposit, background check, all that, just to get started, downtown Manhattan, for the 4-bedroom, was over $17,000 just to get started. 17.5 is what she said. And it just had me completely flabbergasted just how insane the price of living, because New York is a great city to live in. The conveniences of everything really make it an experience worth talking about when those conveniences actually work. I am specifically talking about the MTA, the Metro Transit, the trains. Because there are days when you just want to scream and rip your own hair out because of how inconvenient they can be. But it's New York City culture. You have to, it's part of the culture. You have to do it. Just before I left New York, I was actually, as a gift, was taken to the Harry Potter store. It was every bit of the experience I was hoping for and more. But check this out. So, while I was in there, because I'm about 6'3", give or take a couple of centimeters, almost right at 6'3". And the thing that impressed me the most about the inside of this store was actually it was a wall decoration, cardboard cutout of Hagrid. What made it so impressive was, in the films, Robbie Coltrane, when he played Hagrid was all of maybe 6'3", 6'4", in the movies. What made me impressed with this cardboard cutout of Hagrid was that he was actually to scale as he was in the book. I'm about 6'3". And the top of my head against his cardboard cutout was just above his elbow. So they really did him justice for the store. Another thing that was pretty impressive that I thought was, if y'all recall, when I think it was in the Chamber of Secrets. Yes, it was in the Chamber of Secrets. When Harry first pays a visit to Dumbledore's office, the stone statue of the Phoenix, it actually spirals upward into his office. Inside the store, the Harry Potter store, there is a staircase. It's a twin staircase on the left and right of the statue of the Phoenix that's actually rotating as you're walking down the steps. It was an attempt at kind of a shout out to the revolving statue. that led up to Double Days Office. It was pretty. It was really awesome. Pretty awesome.
Huh?
To continue. Oh, well, hold up. Wait a minute. So right about here is where my power went out a minute ago. I was so peeved about that. Like, are you kidding me? I'm so lucky this didn't happen like in the middle of the entire game. I would have been pissed about that. This way, please. I didn't realize until later, because the makeup art was so great for some of these movies. I believe his name is Vernon, the character who was played the Mini-Me from the Austin Powers films. I actually believe he was in this film as one of the goblins in Gringotts Bank. Party! So we're done in Gringotts. I want to double check to make sure there are no more bits that I need to get. Because I might have screwed the pooch just now on completing this level to 100%. Perhaps not. No, definitely not. I wonder. It seems only yesterday your mother and father went ahead getting their first wives. He blew it. Oh, dang it. Okay. So I'm going to have to go back and redo that at some point to get all the bits. Oh well, no biggity. Studs. I don't know why I was calling them bits. It's studs. The Weasley twins, Fred and George. Wow. Oculus Reparo. I was doing a virtual tour, not a virtual tour. I was watching a video on TikTok yesterday because I'm actually planning, hoping to visit Scotland one day, and several of the locations that were used in filming of Harry Potter the films was filmed in Scotland. Pumpkin Slytherin. They gave Ron a bowl cut. Cheers. So I thought it was a interesting kind of difference that was made into the Hogwarts Legacy game with the staircases. So instead of rotating staircases that were used in the movies and in the books, they decided to go with a spiral staircase that would project itself out from the center support column of the castle. And it's interesting here that Harry in this particular game uses his wand as much as he does. In the first film, I don't think Harry used his wand even once, except for jamming up the ogre's or the troll's nose in the Sorcerer's Stone. Oh, y'all can't put it together yet because we have not learned Wingardium Leviosa. Hello, hello. All right, moving on. Wizard's Chess. Oh, I think it'd be so cool to get a chessboard. I haven't played chess in years, since high school. Probably give or take a couple years, but pretty cool game. 3 elements to it: the algebrations, strategy of it all, and then just basically knowing how to move the pieces. In my last year of high school, I was in library science, and there were actually two students. There was only 4 of us it was a acceleration course, so only 4 of us in the class, library science. Anyway, 2 of these guys literally could have been candidates for roles played on the TV show Big Bang Theory. And the thing is, like, a lot like playing any game against somebody, once you know this person, and it only takes maybe a couple of rounds in a game to like get to know a person and how they play. Well, I'm here to tell you that these two people that I've played chess against in Library Science, I played each of them one time. I didn't beat them, of course, but after that one game, I did not ever beat them in a game of chess. They knew the algebrations, they knew the strategy. Algebrations is the biggest part of it. So I hear. Me, I knew how to move the pieces and I had somewhat of a strategy. Unfortunately, theirs was a lot better. Excuse me, sir. Oh, the singing fat lady. Ghost will guide you around Hogwarts. Follow the trail of ghost studs. Oh, Fluffy. Whew. I imagine we're on our way to our first charms lesson to learn Wingardium Leviosa, the levitating spell. In this game, Wingardium Leviosa is more or less the bread and butter. One of the bread and butter spells of the entire game. We'll use it probably more than anything else, other than just basic striking spells like that one. To continue. Yes, Professor Flitwick with a bowl cut. Bowl cut. Yep. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let's see here. Oh, give me a levitation, somebody. There we go. I'm sure he appreciates that. All this stuff that I'm interacting with is just a means of getting accustomed to and practicing the levitating charm. I'm not supposed to click this. Nice. Wow. No, not there. Ah, I see. Purple. Wait a minute, I see. So, blue first, followed by green. And finish with the yellow cap. Come on, Scabbers, do your thing. Oh, the statue of the one-eyed witch. Okay. I don't know if I can... Okay, oh, I can. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, God. What a day. The weather outside is terrible. Give me some sunshine now. Am I able to? Alright, so something is definitely missing here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, so let me see here. What am I supposed to be doing there? Dang it. Run, will you move? I think I see. That must be like a... I think that might be the Hufflepuff common room. There we go, I think. What am I supposed to be doing with this? Oh, I see. And voila. Okay. Well, that's our Hermione thing, so that's not going to do me much good. I have got 18 minutes to complete this thing because I can only record in 60-minute intervals. So I need to, or just do 2 videos. I'm hoping that doesn't have to be the case. What am I supposed to be doing here? I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. It has been so long. Oh boy. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. He turned me into a girl. And apparently there's a clock on it too.
Huh? Huh?
Alright, I got 11 minutes to finish this level. I lifted it. Good gracious, Hermione. Hermione ended up blowing it up. Alright, so I did not get true wizard status, but I got plenty of stunts. And apparently I got a golden brick. Now, I'm going to leave it right here for now, because there are other games to play, and I also got some other stuff to do. But I do appreciate y'all watching this. If y'all are Potter fans of the movies, the books, the games, Hogwarts Legacy, any of that, feel free to like and subscribe, and follow me for more. See y'all next time.